Hi, this is Rick Owensman, and I wanted to see if I could start doing tutorials in Lightroom. First one we're going to start with is the quick little output shortcut that I talked about with the club to prepare photos for print night. So let's very quickly go through, show you how to do that. We are in the library module at the moment, and we're going to make the assumption that this very first picture is the one we wish to output. Now, once we get this preset made, you'll be able to use it for any photo that you want to output for projection night, and it will properly set the size and the aspect ratio and all those things that you need to remember. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Be on this photo for starters. Go up to File in the upper corner and come down to Export right here, and that is going to bring up the export routine. We are going to export these photos to the hard drive. That's where we want them to go. Down in export location, we're going to export to choose a folder later, useful for presets, and that's what we are making as a preset. This makes it flexible so that you can do exactly what it says. Pick your folder later on where you want your images to go. We don't care about this, add to catalog. We're not going to worry about this. File naming, you could put this in, but for the purposes of what you're doing and the BCC projection night, you're going to name your file specifically anyway. So we're not going to mess with that. It's not video, so we don't care about that one. File settings we do care about. We want images to be output as JPEG. Obviously, you see here you can pick other things, but we want JPEG, so that's where we're going to put it. We're going to go ahead and leave this here, and that's going to change in a minute, which you'll see when I get to that. Color space, we want to be sRGB. You see your other options here, but sRGB is what we want. This one's important for BCC projection night. We want the file size limited to 800K. That's the maximum size file we're allowed. Coming down here to image sizing, we want to make sure this box is checked, resize to fit, and this one is important. Pick width and height. What's nice about this is the routine is going to figure out what the size of the picture is, what size we're going to make it, which I'm going to input here in a second, and then it will figure out which is the long edge and fix it accordingly. We don't care whether it's a vertical picture or a horizontal picture, it will figure that out. So, BCC PIN night requirements that the width do not exceed 1400. So that's what we're going to put in there. Height is not to exceed 1050. So that's what we're going to put in there. Resolution makes no difference for outputted digital images. This is a print thing, so you can leave that at 72, or you could make it whatever you wanted. It will not be considered, so it really doesn't matter. Print or projection night is a on the screen thing. We're going to project them with the projector, so we want to sharpen for the screen. And I'm going to leave standard alone. You see you can do low, high, or standard. Standard seems to be a good average. I'm going to leave it there. The rest of the information, metadata, you can choose this if you want and choose what you want to be included in the file. Change that if you like. It's really not crucial. Post-processing, we're going to have it do nothing. Now, having set that up, we want to be able to use this over and over again without having to fill out all these things. So we're going to add a new preset. I happen to have one up here that I saved earlier called BCC PIN Sizer, but we'll go ahead and give this a different name just so you can see. So we're going to hit Add. We're going to call this BCC Projection Night. and I like to keep that in my user presets, which it's going to put it under here. So we'll say create, and now we have BCC Projection Night with all these things saved. Let's get out of here and show you how it works. We're going to go ahead and hit cancel, which takes us back just where we're starting. So if you decided that you wanted to output this picture, which is a horizontal, and this picture, which is a vertical, you could do both at the same time. You're going to go again to File, Export. Here is the one we just made, BCC Projection Night, and we simply hit Export. The next thing it's going to do is say, where do you want to put these? Well, you can put them wherever you want. Just for convenience sake, I'm going to put them on the desktop, and I'm going to say select that folder, and you'll see it goes to work. It says export to files. This will be one of them, DCC 0003, and this one will be IMG 2838. So let's go take a look on the desktop, and you will see indeed that they are there. There's one of them. There's the other one. Let's go ahead and bring it up in Irfan view just so you can see that it's the correct size. So if I go to Irfan view, notice down here it sized the picture 855 by 1050. So it knew that the height was the restraining capability, so it made it the maximum height that we're allowed to by BCC Projection Night rules. So that one's good. And we can go to this one. Same thing. We're going to open it up in Irfan view just so we can look at it. I'm just showing you this. It's not required. But now what it did is it said, okay, 1400 is the maximum. It picked the width, and the height it figured out. So there you go. All you would do now is go back, go to your images, and name them per BCC PIN Night protocols, and you'd be done. So I hope that helps you out. I'm going to try and do more tutorials if this works out, and if you like it, let me know so I can do more. Thanks. Bye-bye.